Hello friends, welcome to Squaird Plans, where creative planning and organization comes to life. I'm Stephanie, and today we're going to be designing a aligned vertical planner layout for the first week of June in my health and fitness planner. So come plan with me. And I've got these washi tapes here, ready to go, along with the stat stickers I made on my computer, this pad of scrapbook paper, these Happy Planner sticker books, and this Planning Thing sticker book, which I'll pull from. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and lay down some wax paper and get started on this week's design. So I've got this pad of scrapbook paper. I went ahead and pulled out this light blue page, and I have a lid to one of my Pyrex bowls to make a nice large circle, or I guess half circle here, to help me create what I'm thinking about for this spread, which is kind of like a travel around the world type spread, but with a twist, because I was originally thinking I was going to do like the actual cities, kind of like the landmarks, but the items are a little too large, I think, for this spread. So I decided that I would do a around the world kind of cuisine style spread focused on the different food items that are related to each of the major cities around the world. I thought that that was actually perfect for this health spread, kind of focusing in on food. And I also think it's a good time for me to focus in on, trying some new cuisines in my new city. I've been trying a few already. I've tried some Thai and I had some Vietnamese the other week. So I love this idea of thinking outside of the box on places to try with different foods and see what I like around town. That said, I'm just basically going through this brand new travel sticker book from Planning Thing. A really great book. I really love how big the decor is. A little bit lighter on the sticker sheets than normally she provides, but I think that for the type of decor you get, it's a really good book. Because you guys know I really love large decor, and there's plenty of it in here. Very travel based, so you can do a lot of fun things in your planners. You could do so many cute spreads with those types of stickers. So I am, for now, going to do this kind of around the world look for my house spread, and am getting that going. I wasn't sure if I was going to try to draw in the continents onto the semicircle, but I did see that she has this really cute watercolor map sticker in that book. And although it's not perfect for the way that I am drawing in the earth, if you will, or the world, I think it's close enough that you get the idea and will get the point across, even if it's not geographically correct, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to play around with those stickers. I've laid in the two hemispheres, and I'm just adding a few miscellaneous ones there at the top to make it feel a little bit more correct, even though, again, I know it's not going to be 100% correct on this globe shape. So I'm just adding some bits and pieces of the map where I had to cut it off in previous areas, and mentally thinking about what might be at the top, like in the Arctic Circle, just maybe some land masses around there, even though, like I said, not quite accurate, but I think it will just look a little bit better with something up there other than just having a blue sea. I should have put like an ice cap on it. Now that I think about it, it would have been cute with just like some white paper on there, like a white cardstock. The best laid plans after the fact. But anyway, I think it still came out really cute. And so I have that there. And then I've already pulled the different foods of the world and have kind of wrapped those around the globe. I'm now in the Happy Planner travel sticker book looking for some quotes that will coordinate well with this idea of a theme. And I really like that Explore, but the color is maybe not quite right for this spread. So I'm just going to look and see if there's any other travel quotes that might work a little bit better for this idea of kind of touring world cuisine. I have 2 travel sticker books from the Happy Planner. Really glad I picked both up because they didn't come out with any other ones really that I liked after the fact. I have the Bright Travels sticker book, but it's a little bit more like, I don't know, just not the same as the original one. That was very focused in on like plane travel and road trips and like destinations, vacation. Bright Travels is a little bit different, and there may be another one that I missed. But I did really like the original travel sticker book from the Happy Planner, even though it was light on decor. So I'm going to try to bring that in for some of the quotes and maybe some other functional stickers that will help jazz things up. I've also pulled in some colorful boxes from the Planning travel sticker book, which includes a couple of sheets of just basic black boxes, which I think will work perfectly for this spread. So I'm just bringing those in. Across the top for now. That will be where I track my workouts each day. And I have a goal of working out every day in June. So no more rest days for me. I'm still going to kind of rest on Saturday, but it's more of like going out and taking a walk at least, getting some steps in. I'm really trying to hone in on my health and my fitness. I started at the gym finally and just want to make sure I have that all dialed in and putting in my best efforts to maybe see some changes. I swear, you guys, it's been such a struggle lately with my weight. And, I think it's just getting older, hormones, things like that are just changing, but never used to be this hard to lose a few pounds. So I'm trying everything I know how to do in my own power, and we will see if it helps. While I was talking, I also added in some washi tape. I tried the plain washi, which is also from this new release from Planning, but I don't think it's going to quite work with this new direction I kind of took with the theme. So I'm going to put that to the side, maybe try to find some other washi to coordinate well with that. I've also started to put in my stat stickers, and I dropped in a few pin stickers, like kind of place marker pins from the Happy Planner sticker book to denote where I'm going to start my food log. So just to give a little bit of extra something, a little detail into the spread, all travel related. So I'm trying out a bunch of different washis now. I've tried a couple of gradient washis, which I think the one I pulled with the pink and the purple blue tone washi would have been really nice, but I just really liked the bold blue kind of being the standout color for the spread, since there is a lot going on with the food, and I just didn't want to muddle it up too much with too many colors. So I'm going to stick with the bright blue, and I think I'm going to border either all sides or the top and the bottom only in that blue. And now I'm just kind of looking for another washi tape to coordinate with it. Tried a few grid washis, and I found 2 that are potentials. Found one that's a grid in a beige tone, and then I have another one in a white and gray. I've got those ready to go, and now I'm going to go back in and continue looking for some quotes to coordinate with this theme. So I'm back in the travel sticker book from the Happy Planner, and am going to pull in some smaller quotes here just to add a little bit more fun around the world. Trying some different things, making a few adjustments along the way so that the stickers kind of fit better in and amongst the food. That bottom one there, it says "Let's go," is next to a Vegemite. I've never tried Vegemite, but that just doesn't sound very good. That probably won't be one of the foods I'm trying, but I definitely will love most of the other ones there. So some sushi and some hot dogs. Well, I don't really eat hot dogs. I eat veggie dogs, but not hot dogs. pasta, croissants. I love a croissant. And just all kinds of goodness there. So anyway, I've also brought in some headers for the days of the week from that travel sticker book to add a little bit more color into the spread, since I am sticking with that kind of blue and black as the base colors. But to tie in the food and just give a little bit more color to the spread, I thought that that was a nice way to add a bit of something. I also thought about changing out the 7 blue pins across, and I thought about those as color coordinated, but I think I just like the blue best, so we'll stick with that. I also found a large "So Fun" quote, which I added in on the sidebar, and because of that, I wanted to replace the quote that said "So Fun" around the world and just changed it to say "I love this," which used to say "love this moment," but I cut off the moment just to make it a little bit more succinct and to kind of coordinate it with the "let's go" in the farther corner, the way I stacked it and everything. So love repetition, love things to kind of hearken to other things, so everything feels related in my spreads. So that was one way that I was able to do that. I also brought in a long bar sticker that just added a little something to the sidebar. I haven't really needed much room in my sidebars lately, so we'll see how I use that this week and repositioned where I put in that larger quote. Okay, so I've moved on to moving the stickers onto the actual spread, and I'm going to drop those in now at the top, starting with those day headers. Gonna hand place these boxes because I definitely need to make some adjustments to the look of these so that they fit a little bit better in and around these headers. Also, too, I want to make sure I'm giving myself enough room below to actually put in the stat stickers and my food log. Don't want it to be too crowded, so we'll see if I can make that happen. I'm going to lay in the stat stickers to begin with, and then I'll go ahead and take off their little backers there, which I think is just the easiest way to move things over. I'll also drop in all of those pins, and like I said, I kind of had a moment where I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll add in the individual colors so it's like a color per day, since I think there are pins for each of the colors of the headers. But like I said, the blue I think looked the best in the end, so we stuck with that. And now I'm just dropping in the sidebar items, just making sure everything's all straight and neat. We're going to go ahead and roll off this food. See if I can do this. It's a really tricky when you have a circle. I've noticed that those ones get real, I don't know, hairy at times. I was able to roll it all off, but I did get some things a little bit misaligned, specifically here in the corners. So I'm going to make some adjustments. I think everything looks pretty good as far as placement and centering. So now we're going to glue down my cardstock world here. And I'll be using some Tombow glue runner for that. Just going to add a bit around the edges and then right in the center to help it stick down. I will also add in that quote. But first, let's white out that black line so it's not cutting right through the words. I should have went back and did a little bit more whiting out behind the food, but overall, I think that just that one is good enough. And now I will separate out the pages. I'm going to use my X-Acto for this since it's a pretty heavy cardstock. And because of that, I can use my We Are Memory Keepers power disc punch. It works a lot better on heavier stock papers and like thick materials, so I'm definitely able to use that here on this cardstock to help repunch the holes. My Happy Planner punch would not like this at all, so it is really nice to have this handheld tool. And I'm just going to use the guide on these to help me punch the holes. I realized that I didn't really need to have the back open since I was able to use the previous holes to set the guide. So I just went ahead and did it with it open, but usually that would be shut and you wouldn't see all of the extras popping out. I'm also going to trim off the excess at the bottom. I also had to do a little bit of cleanup because I was trying to match the holes exactly, and when I was doing that, the punch kind of slipped a little bit, so I had to go back and fix some of the hangers. Okay, next we're going to add that washi tape. So I'm going to add a little bit here at the top. And I love to find ways to be efficient and conservative with my supplies. So whenever I'm doing like a half washi, I do like to do them split like this on the page itself. Just makes it really easy to get exactly half on each and saves washi so you don't waste as much. I'm going to basically do the same thing here, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently just because I need to work around some items. So I just went ahead and trimmed out the one, set it next to the side there, and I think that that worked out well. So we're just going to layer in that light grid washi that I pulled, deciding on the white version instead of the beige. I think it just will have a cleaner look overall, and I'm just layering a little bit over the blue so that it picks up some of that color but also adds a bit of texture. And just trying to make sure everything's nicely aligned. Trim off the edges. And once I'm done with that, you guys, we will be done, friends. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, too, go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we will see you next time. Bye!